Again!
What is good, Jada? How are we doing today? Welcome to another show. And honestly, I told you so. I mean, yeah, that's right, folks. We getting right into it. Yes, I told you so. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm saying that, because realistically, we kind of all knew this. But I mean, I think now Myron has finally come to the truth in accepting who he is. Okay, he has finally accepted that he is, in fact, indeed, a racist. Okay, that's what it is. Hey, that's not me. That's what he said. Him and his little posse of white folks that are egging him on and putting that battery in his back to go ahead and, shit on the people that look just like him. Because, exactly what I said would happen, right? This is what these guys do. Okay, they grab a guy that looks just like you. Who cares if he's from a different country? As long as he looks black, he still gets the pass. So, yes, let's put him out in front of all these other black folks and have him say what we really want to say, but don't want to look stupid saying. Right? Or get doxxed or have someone research us and find out who we are. All right, let's just have dumb old Myron be the scapegoat for it, right? I mean, hey, we didn't say it. Myron said it. And you know what? He has every right to as an American. That's right. He's an American citizen, so he has every right to, stand up for free speech in America. And you guys know free speech for a lot of these alt-right guys now is just the permission to be racist. Just the open permission to be blatantly racist, sexist, homophobic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's basically what free speech means to them, right? Being able to lambaste, clown, and do whatever the fuck they want to do, say whatever the hell they want to say, no matter how derogatory, racist, and insane it comes off, they want the freedom to do it. All right, and they don't want you to get them in trouble. Okay, they essentially want the freedom, okay, to be able to do and say what they want to do and say, but they don't want the responsibility that comes with the consequences of said freedom of saying a bunch of insanely racist shit, right? But that's the nonsense we have gotten to when it comes to the Twitter space. And what I've been telling y'all for a long time with this political merger, especially with the pill popping spaces and the alt-right politically, okay, I was telling y'all that this is going to be a marriage made in hell, okay? Even worse than Donovan Sharp's marriage, okay? Even worse than that crappy wedding we saw on YouTube at a rundown hotel. Okay, listen, it's bad because now it's like they're giving a pass to open racism. And just like with every other agenda that is about to get implemented, mind if it's on the far left or the far right. It starts with black people. Yes, black folks, somehow we find ourselves the guinea pig for a lot of this bullshit. But yes, and they found the perfect one to go ahead and run the campaign for. Myron Gaines. Yes, Myron Gaines and his alt-right posse who are embracing this new, I guess you could call it definition of free speech, right? Where they basically get to be blatant racist. At least Myron does all the talking, the racist talking for the white guys. And oh, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, this is the same group of people that on Abba and Preach's platform, when he was playing the video about them dropping the M-bombs, them white folks, it was them. They're the same people. The guys who looked at Myron and said, yeah, bro, no matter what, bro, you can say the stuff that sounds like what we want to hear, the racist bullshit, the freedom American bullshit, right? But at the end of the day, bro, Myron's still a nigga and we can't trust him. Just like that blew my mind, right? You're rocking for niggas that still think you a nigga at the end of the day. Make it make sense. No, seriously, make it make sense. They don't think you're trustworthy. And honestly, it's not anything about your skills or your mental aptitude or anything like that. No. This is all skin deep. They think you're just naturally inferior, Myron, just because of who he is. Now, you guys might be saying, Duke, I mean, that's crazy. What are you saying, right? There's a reason why Myron isn't live today, okay? First of all, there's a reason why a lot of people aren't doing things today, okay? Because your boy Andrew Tate got hemmed up. That's serious, okay? And with Andrew Tate being hemmed up again, it's seeming like there are a lot more people that may have been involved that we haven't originally thought. Particularly the one we've been talking about the most, Candace Owens. Candace Owens, right? We've been told you that it makes no sense on God's green earth why someone like Candace Owens would be defending vehemently someone like Andrew Tate. We called this out when remember when she went live and lambasted one of Andrew Tate's victims that's suing him in Miami right now, right? And she basically character assassinated her, tried to go at her in defense of Andrew Tate. That was the worst I've ever seen. It made you think, does Tate have something on you? Are we looking at Epstein 2.0? So then all of a sudden Myron's gone. Where's he going? We've noticed that you guys also have underage people on your platforms. And also hang on. What wasn't that you buddies with Andrew Tate too? Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy known for, trafficking minors, is on your show. You guys are backing him up. The same woman that procures women for Fresh and Fit also end up procuring minors for guys like Zerka and Hill Mike, who also, funny enough, are Fresh and Fit's friends. Ooh, I think there's something big coming up this year, bro. Chat, I think there's something big coming up here this year, bro. Like, these guys, when they tell you they want virgins, these young virgin girls, okay, you got to start listening closer to what they say. You really do, okay? But moving that aside, you notice how Myron's not here? He's not there today, all right? Okay, there's a lot of things happening. Anyways, it could also be that he's running away from the responsibility of being held accountable for the bullshit he also got caught saying on X or Twitter, right? And it was just insane. Chat, some of the stuff that he said, I'm gonna have to warn you, this stream might actually get taken down. I'm not gonna hold y'all, chat. It might actually get taken down because the stuff we're gonna play here, it's tough. It's tough. It's hard. But y'all need to hear this. This is what these people think. Okay, by these people, I mean Myron, aka Moron. Because listen, bro, no matter how much you try to be with these guys, the right wing, you think you're gonna ride this political wave, you just a black dude to them, bro. You're less than, and it just makes me think: why go all out to rock and cape for people that honestly, in an ideal world, you'd be gone. you'd be one of those strange fruits on a hanging tree, bro. It's like that shit's real. That shit's real. So again, it goes to show you that there's some black folks who are Fresh and Fit fans still. We get it, but it's just saying that a lot of y'all who are slowly getting indoctrinated into this alt-right super insane type of ideology where they're trying to normalize just saying the N word, not just with the N word ending with the A. I'm talking about ER. They going full freedom, bitch. That's what they're doing. They want full freedom, meaning we want to walk around saying the N word with the ER and it's all right. No, that's literally the way when you hear them talking about it, like, it's like their whole stick is to basically get a huge N-word pass. That's what they're fighting for on Twitter. This is their rallying cry. A bunch of fucking racist white dudes basically wanting the freedom to be racist and drop the N-bomb with the ER, not with the A. No, they want to go further, okay? So it's just insane seeing this. It's insane seeing Myron as part of this in-group. And honestly, I'm curious to see how this pans out for his career further down the road, because obviously this shit right here, especially the path is moving, it's gonna rub some people the wrong way. Maybe not now, right off the bat, right? Maybe not right away, maybe not within the next few months, maybe not even within the next 6 months to a year. But over time, as things start to go, I think people are going to look back at this moment and they're going to remember it very, very interesting. It's just very interestingly, right? Like, Myron did do that and he was serious about it. Yeah, bro, maybe we not rocking with this guy no more. And I suspect it's gonna happen where Myron gets his Negro wake-up call from these white dudes straight to his face. It's gotta be so blatant where he can't ignore it, right? And these guys will put him in his place. There'll be a scenario, Myron, when you're gonna buck too high and they're gonna put you right in your place. You're gonna look around, say, oh, where all my allies go? They're gone. Because they're gonna remember this shit. And then they say, oh, wait, you fucked us over for these guys, and now you're coming back, right? Look what happened to Candace Owens. Okay. She thought she can rail on black people and get in with the conservatives. And it was fine for a while. They embraced her because she was saying the right things. Israel-Palestine happened. All of a sudden, they didn't like what Candace was saying. And they got rid of her like that. And you know what she did? Hey, black folks. Hi. Hey. Hi, it's me, Candace. Hi. Candace, me. Right? Listen. Yeah, I know you guys heard me say some terrible things about you guys on mainstream media, black folks. But it wasn't me. I mean, you know, the media nowadays, they want to make me sound crazy. No, I am not racist. I'm Candace Owens. I'm a black woman, just like you. I mean, come on, please, black folks, watch my channel. I got kicked off of the Daily Wire or whatever the fuck it is. Okay, I'm on Twitter. I need a new audience base, and honestly, black folks, y'all views are cheap and easy. Let's go ahead and do it, right? That's what they think. Right? They think it's so easy to manipulate us and have us, watching them and doing stuff as long as they play up their blackness. It's honestly insane. But chat, I'm gonna have to warn y'all. This video is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Shout out to Tom Foolery for I don't know why you were even on this debate, but I'm glad you were on it. There were some things I disagree with you on heavily. Which I found was suspicious, but I'm glad that we were able to expose Myron for who he truly is. Chat, enjoy.
Fuck you want, but to me and my community, you won't make a mockery out of us, right? If that's the way the rules have been made, goddamn it, that's the way we playing them. If you don't like it, fucking deal with it. Go petition to the government like you're doing about those Jews right now and change it, bro. That's it, bro. That's it. And then I won't be able to do it. Then I won't be able to cancel you. But because I can't Paula Dean you, because I can't Ryan Garcia you won't be making a mockery.
Dude, you're a fucking nobody. You can't do fucking shit. What kind of self-inflated shit do you have?
Call me a nigga right now. You mad because I'm a arrogant black man? You mad? You mad about it?
You are literally
bitch, because all you do is you blame all day. Shut your fuck ass up and go on mute and let me finish talking.
Bro, I'm about to, dude, we're just gonna kill. All you're gonna fucking do is sit.
You lame it, bro. This nigga just had me on mute. Let me finish going and then you can ask.
Dude, you've been talking the whole time.
Hey, Re-Ups, it's fine. I'll finish it for him. You're a fucking nigger. Now shut the fuck up. There you
Yeah, bro. Like, I was crazy. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard that. That wasn't, and we've heard Myron say it with the ER before, but here he really crashes out and go crazy. I don't know if he was trying to make a point or whatever the fuck he was doing, but he crashes out and goes insane. Like, he just drops it repeatedly. I don't play games. Says, shout out to you. Says, you can tell Myron's not FBA. Black people don't eat watermelon with salt. Who eats watermelon with salt? Who does that? I have never heard that in my life. That's a crazy thing. That's even a crazy thing to envision. But like, think about it. This isn't his first time saying it, but I think after a lot of people keep watching this, it just kind of cement yeah, bro, this guy is definitely racist type of mentality in your brain, because there's no way you can. I know you can say, Duke, what about the Nazi salutes and the KKK mask and all that shit? No. This definitely tops the cake, chat.
Here you go. You're welcome. You got what you needed, faggot. You're a fucking nigger. None of you fucking faggots can scare me. I will say what I want to say, and I've been doing this shit for years. Censorship, all this other bullshit, it is what it is, man. You guys are a bunch of pussy faggot niggers. You got it right there. Get your clip. Put on YouTube. I warn you not to do that, though, because you might get canceled for putting that on there. But there's your clip, assholes. You're fucking Myron, bro. Nigger faggots.
What the fuck, Myron, what is he doing?
Fuck that guy, man. Fuck that dude.
These faggots aren't gonna browbeat any of us, man. Yeah, no.
What is he doing?
Niggers, because they're behaving like niggers. Here's another thing.
By the way, first of all, I'm not surprised. Myron does this all the time. Okay, I am not surprised by this. All right, now with the, I mean, just not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's surprised, yeah. But this is what they were calling Kevin Samuels behind the scenes. Y'all notice, right? This is why, like, word got back to Kevin Samuels' ears about what Myron was saying about bro. Right? It was this. He was dropping the F slurs. I don't know if he dropped the M-bomb regarding them, but honestly, knowing what he's doing right now and how easy it rolls off the tongue, I wouldn't be surprised if he, regarded Kevin Samuels as that, right? So again, is it that hard to believe? Because I know Myron likes a lot of y'all. Is it that hard to believe that if he's just freely saying this right now to a black dude he don't even know, right? Could it be that hard to imagine that he was saying this about Kevin Samuels behind his back? Now you understand why guys like O'Shea were pissed off. Now you understand why guys like Kevin Samuels getting wind of this were pissed off. Now you understand why when Kevin Samuels is looking at Donovan Sharp still rocking with Fresh and Fit after knowing they were feeling the same way about Kevin Samuels. This is why he stopped rocking with you, Donnie boy. All right. So again, is it that hard to believe that this is what they really thought about bro while siphoning the cloth off of him as much as they could?
Dude, that I've been very clear about. Nigger is behavior. I don't necessarily consider it a skin thing. If someone's acting like an ignorant fucking dumbass, whether they're white, green, black, whatever the fuck, you're behaving like a fucking
What is he doing?
Nigger activities.
That's chat. Look at this. He's trying to backwards rationalize it and saying, well, no. Technically, I'm not racist because I'm not classifying the N-word with the ER as, a group of people. No. It's actually a behavior. Yes, I am redefining the term. That's what this fucking Sudanese dude decides that he wants to die on. This is the hill he wants to die on. I want to I just want to reverb rephrase or reword what the N-word means. We're just going to redefine it. Okay, we're going to redo it. Wait a minute. Isn't this same bullshit the crap you accuse the far left of doing, redefining words and definitions? That's the whole reason why, shit's going downhill with the liberals. They're always redefining terms and words because they're trying to manipulate you into the matrix. Yet here this guy is trying to redefine a word black people know very well and has a very deep, horrible history, right? This is what he's doing. And what's worst of all, he's saying he's attributing behaviors he's attributing to that word, saying, well, there's a certain stereotype of people that behave this way, so it's not your skin color, it's just the actions. Who the fuck are you fooling, bro? Like, who are you fooling, right? Right? What? Like, we know exactly what you mean because you have to model that behavior after something. How about the name he named the behavior after? Huh? Oh, okay. This is weird. Like, y'all are hearing this. Y'all Black Fresh and Fit fans, this is the free speech you want to advocate for. Hey, listen, okay, you can rock with these guys. You can rock with them, but just know at the end of the day, you're just a nigga. That's it. That's what they think. This guy's crashing out in the worst way possible.
Fucking Myron just coming to the ref. Dude, I'm sorry, but once he's not able to argue. He's just like, say it. Dude, that's what you do. That's like the equivalent of it's 4th and 35 and fucking it's the end of the game. Like that guy's obviously got no leg to stand on. And I wanted to honestly be like, bro, you hate white people so much. The reality is most white people are fucking nice and they fucking like black people. So get the fuck off of us, man. We just don't want to like give you reparations and be your fucking little bitch kissing your shoes. Like, shut up and just have some normal fucking peace and we'll leave you alone. Just fucking leave us alone, faggot.
What the fuck?
Who's trying to bother y'all? Like that's the thing. This is the victim mentality. They're always thinking people are trying to be after them. Hey, black folks ain't worried about y'all. Who's coming after you? Like who? Like honestly, who? Like again, this is the same thing they did with the whole. You remember the whole back in the Bush era, not Bush Senior, Bush Junior, the idiot, right? Senior was an idiot too, kind of, but he was smarter than Junior. But still, right? When they were talking about the whole Social Security bullshit, it was to be fair, Clinton too, Clinton era, right? Oh yeah, these black folks, they're the most on Social Security. They're draining our resources. Okay, a resource is meant for Americans, good old Americans. Come to find out, majority of Americans who are on Social Security were white folks. And it made sense because white folks are the majority in the country. So it's like, who are you guys worried about, right? So is this fear monger where they feel like, oh, well, because they're seeing society change. They're seeing things become more multicultural. Matter of fact, you see some of them shitting on Disney right now, which Disney, there's a lot of things to shit on them for, but let's just be fair. Continuously shitting on social justice bullshit and whatever shit, it's equally as lame as the social justice bullshit these guys engage in anyways. So yeah, it's cool to shit on them, but if you're like literally building things out of just shitting on SJ Warriors and fucking leftists all day, it's like, okay, bro, you just realize you just became a thing, right? Now your whole thing is about that, right? It is what the fuck it is. So again, that's the crux. And a lot of times what these guys don't understand is that when you look at like the over, if you just look at it from a bigger picture, they're all playing the same game. Right, both of these guys on the left, right, whatever the fuck it is, they're playing the same game. It's just these guys, they feel like they have something that they need to protect, right? And for a while, the people on the right, they've been doing a lot of dog whistling, right? Hey, listen, multiculturalism, things are changing. Okay, these people are coming in and taking your jobs, right? Fear mongering all this shit. In reality, the people aren't taking your jobs. Corporations are. They're taking your jobs, selling it to other people who are cheaper overseas. Labor that's cheaper overseas. It's not the regular people. Again, it's like you're shitting on immigrants. You're shitting on other races of people for degrading your economy. Realistically, the people doing it reflect you. They're the people who are in power, the people who you're too much of a bitch to actually go after, right? So again, it just shows you how much ignorance lies in this, because this guy genuinely believes black folks are after him and white folks. They want everything white folks got. Like, what do you no, bro? Like, we just trying to pursue happiness, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, bro. That's the American dream. At least that's what the bullshit we were sold. Who the fuck are y'all? Like, we not trying to work with y'all, bro. We doing our own thing. If anything, y'all won't leave us alone. That's really it, bro. It really is. But again, this is how paranoid a lot of these guys are getting.
It's the end of the game. Like that guy's obviously got no leg to stand on. And I wanted to honestly be like, bro, you hate white people so much. The reality is most white people are fucking nice and they fucking like black people. So get the fuck off of us, man. We just don't want to like give you reparations and be your fucking little bitch kissing your shoes. Like, shut up and just have some normal fucking peace and we'll leave you alone. Just fucking leave us alone, faggot.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
All right, let's get some speakers on to say what they want to say. Obviously, we'll go ahead. I'll be away from the thing for like maybe 10 minutes or so. But yeah, just if you guys can help.
Jakarta, how you doing, big man?
Well, one thing, there is this this racist asshole tomfoolery in here. I think he called Myron uppity, and he wants to come in and tell him what he can and can't say and what to do.
Hi, Tom. You have to unmute yourself, by the way. The host, don't do it.
John, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, Mio. I didn't call him uppity, but I thank you. I do think it's weird. I mean, I've talked to Mio and Brittany a bunch of times, and I do know that they've gotten offended by a bunch of things that people have said about white people. I literally just got done getting into a fight with somebody about racial slurs that they use against white people like Frogan and Hassan and stuff like that. And I think that stuff's pretty fucked up, and I would be consistent across the board, but I don't know why then we would accept people calling other black people the N-word with a hard R to demean them or to put them down, as though Like, I don't know, is the thought process like being black makes it okay to be racist against them, or
They
Myron
say
said
that
he might be
Myron's not
walking
black.
away, so.
They're saying Myron's not black in their world.
Okay, but well, let's say he is or isn't black. What is the thought process here? That, like, why would it be okay for him to keep calling black people N-words with a hard R to say that they're...
The thought is, man, that he's a passionate free speech absolutist, and he's
a passionate free speech absolutist. Here comes the literal white knight coming in to fucking save Myron from the mess he just dug himself in. Oh, well, I mean, think about it. He's not racist, okay? He's just a free speech absolutist. Let me, a white guy, go ahead and speak for Myron's racism. All right? It's not racism. Trust me. I verified it. Can you believe this shit?
Can reach the point where he just simply doesn't give a fuck. So if he's going to say censorship is Jewish, or I'm not personally going to say the N-word in this space because I don't want to fucking deal with people dying.
You don't have to say it. Myron's saying it for you. That's why you're defending him right now. Because as long as you got a black face doing your dirty work, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to put yourself in a crossfire. All you have to do is just sit back, relax, and let the fucking interracial fighting start. That's what it is. That's what you're doing, right? You're breaking up the diaspora. Divide and conquer. This is how they do it.
Me and shit. Catch me on my private message and I'll fucking tell you whatever you'd like to hear all day long. My cell phone, whatever. But I'm not going to deal with this fucking mob of people, so I'm just not. But the point is that, yeah, man, like, the freedom of speech shit has been jammed down our throats. The forced tolerance, the force we're not even able to stick up for our own fucking race, but everybody else in the whole fucking world is. So people have just kind of reached the point where we don't give a shit anymore. Like, if you're going to call someone...
You're a fucking idiot. What race? What race? Right? It's a culture thing, right? No one's going to stop you if you wanted to celebrate German culture and you guys are wearing about a bunch of traditional German garb and you're marching down the street and you're showing off food and you're showing off cultural element. That's a form of white pride and you guys are displaying that. That's perfectly okay. Or Irish, a bunch of Irish folks, right, who are getting together and celebrating their culture. That's also a form of white pride. You're free to do that, right? But again, y'all have the wrong idea. Oh, we gotta celebrate who we are. Who exactly is y'all, right? What cultural heritage do you hail from? Or are you just saying, oh, he looks white, so we just gotta stick up for other white folks? Then now we're not even in the realm of culture anymore. We're in the realm of something else. You see what I'm saying? So these guys, it's like, oh, we're not allowed to celebrate. No one is saying you don't celebrate German culture. Don't celebrate Irish culture. Don't celebrate. Are Italians considered white? Like, I don't consider Italians white. I'm just gonna be real with you. But again, like what is the actual culture? These guys have a warped sense of history. Shout out to Megatron with the 5 says that wake-up call won't wake him up. How many wake-up calls has Tommy Sotomayor gotten to his face that he purposely ignored? Myron will do the same. Yeah, and then eventually Myron will kind of end up like Tommy, right? In a sense of not having audience, but, you know, being chased off platforms multiple times and having to do these weird, sneaky shit to stay relevant, right? I mean, that's what's going to end up happening to him. And then he's going to be hopping on different platforms trying to keep himself relevant. He's going to end up a Tommy. All right. And it's unfortunate because it's like, you guys, there's certain tact you can get away with in saying what you really want to say, but not having to offend a lot of people. But y'all choose the quick route because being offensive and being, just, loud and bombastic about your talking points and just generally rude about it, right? And more shocking, the better. It gets more eyeballs. And that's what you guys are relatively interested in. But hey, fast growth leaves the fast consequence or slow consequences. All right, y'all choose the easy route. Now y'all are suffering slow. Y'all are getting your channels, man. It's a problem. So it's like some of y'all, they want to preach the hard work route, but they never go the hard work route. It's crazy because anybody can literally go out here and say the wildest shit and get insane attention, but it's not gonna last because then the consequences you're dealing with is gonna be painful, bruh.
An anti-Semite, or you're going to call them racist, or you're going to call them fucking misogynistic. They're just going to tell you to suck a dick and move on. So I think Myron, especially considering the fact that he is from Sudan, he is Sudanese and he is black. It's like, he's got a little bit longer of a leash to really tell somebody to fuck off in a rather bombastic way that maybe I can't. So I think he's just taking a position of a free speech motherfucking champion, and he's not going to apologize. And I'm not going to speak for him, but that is what my understanding is. JaCosta knows him well. JaCosta, do you agree, or what do you think, man?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at some things. What was the question? My bad.
Well, he was asking. He was asking why.
I will speak for Myron. He's a based Giga Chad, and that's all there is.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
He's a based Giga Chad. My man is mouthing off a bunch of N-words and F-slurs and whatnot, right? You got a picture of Elon Musk in the background there, but no, he's a raging Giga Chad. That's what he is, right? Because as long as he's saying the right things that we want to hear, that is a Giga Chad right here. Not even a Tyrone. They're using a white version. They're calling him a Chad, right? Because that Chad is for white dudes and Tyrones are for black dudes, right? So they're not saying he's a Giga Tyrone. He's saying he's a Giga Chad. So he's officially been ingratiated into the community. And I find that frankly amusing. Very, very amusing. Because it's like I don't think he understands, or maybe he does, but I don't think Myra understands what he's signing up for quite yet. We know for a fact Abba and Preacher are going to do a reaction video to this. Because somebody clip this and set it to Abba right now. Let's clip this, all of it, and set it to Abba right now. Because God knows they're probably, if they haven't seen this already, and it's probably impossible for them not to see this already, they're probably cooking something up. Because this goes hand in hand with exactly what's been going on. Okay, so this is very interesting, bro. He's a Giga Chad, a raging Giga Chad for dropping F-slurs and N-bombs. That's interesting.
I'm all about freedom of speech. I am and I love freedom of speech, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't be criticized or called out for. So
Can we get some order in here? Dominic, please ask your question to JaCosta. Thank you.
Okay, so tomfoolery basically asked why Myron, feels the need to say the N-word. And I was going on and on just saying, look, he's taking the position of the free speech absolutist, and he's going to be a lightning rod for this cause, and he simply doesn't give a fuck. And then I went back to, and then I was asking you, you know him pretty well. Do you think that's an accurate way to describe it? That's all.
Yeah.
Can I ask you what woke is?
Yeah, that's pretty. Brother Nathaniel, that's woke means when you're basically just accepting all the mainstream narratives. You're pretty programmed by mainstream media. And you just believe whatever ABC tells, NBC tells.
I want to tell you what woke is.
Hold on, Brother Nathaniel. So I would say that Dominic, you're correct. He's explained this many times before. The reason why he uses this language is because he's trying to make a point. The point is he should be able to say what he wants to say.
But it's not him. Because you guys are saying, the point that Myron's making is he wants to say what he needs to say. No. He can say it. He's just, you need him to make an excuse for you guys to say it. Basically, Myron is paving a way to basically make it okay for you guys to be able to freely use it, right? Because I'm not saying y'all don't use it in private. Of course y'all use it in private. No, I'm saying y'all don't. I mean, if you're like Royal Tomasi, y'all got alt accounts using this shit in private, right? But you need a public face, preferably not a white guy doing it, because it'll look crazy, right? It'll definitely get a lot of media attention way too quick, way too fast. It'll get canceled on all platforms, right? You don't want to do that. So you want to play it smart. And the smart way to do it is have a black guy do it, right? He doesn't necessarily have to be American black. No. But as long as he looks black, I mean, sure. And then if you got a guy like that advocating for us whites to finally be free enough to drop the N-bomb with the ER. We can't tell you how much we've been looking forward to that. We've been trying to get it now. We got our token nigga, Myron. We got him. He's going to help us, lead us to the promised land like a Sudanese Moses. He's going to lead us there, right? Imagine a world, Cleus. Cleus, come here, Cleus. Imagine a world where white folks are finally free to drop the N-bomb with the ER. Can you imagine? Think about this. These guys, that's what they're really saying, right? And this goes part of the obsession a lot of people like this have with black folks and the culture, right? It's just weird shit like this, right? So again, I'm not surprised that's the rights they're trying to fight for, right? The rights to be able to say certain things, all right, and not be held responsible for the shit that they say. Right? And it's honestly sad, right? Because you guys are doing this, and y'all are trying to court black people to vote for y'all. Like, is this what you're? Is this the kind of people like you want? Black folks looking at it and saying, "Hey, you know what? I want these guys, to be on because these guys are clearly out of Trump squad. Let's jump on that and see where that goes." Is this what it is? Right? Like, again, I've been telling you all the racist shit that's been going on Twitter. Listen, this doesn't surprise me at all. None of this surprises me at all. Right? I've been warning. How many live streams I've been telling y'all, "Hey, yo, Twitter's been getting seriously racist. Y'all need to check this out." Like, Elon, what the fuck are you doing over there? Right? No, now, like, no one said anything. Now we seeing this, everyone's like, "Holy shit, this is crazy." Like, he's just saying this. Like, all these white folks are just doing this out there on Twitter. Yes, this is what get down over there. All right, I've been warned, y'all. This is not surprising, but I'm glad we're finally covering it now.
And there's so much censorship, right? Where it's like, okay, if you ban words that are offensive, that's a slippery slope. You start banning words that are offensive and which are offensive. I'm sure many people get offended by it. But if you start taking away the First Amendment and intimidating people to not speak, right, then that's a slippery slope. Because then what about issues that need to be spoken up about, and maybe certain people need to be spoken up about, and what if they get offended, and then they can intimidate you into taking away your free speech?
Yeah, you can have a constructive dialogue without having to drop the N bomb with the ER. I'm sorry, what kind of debate or dialogue are you going to be getting into where it's going to be required for you to have the freedom to drop the N bomb with the ER? What kind of freedom exactly are you advocating for, my guy? Like, honestly, what what freedom are you advocating for? Like, you can have a dialogue about race. You can interpret your ideas without having to be offensive. Like, again, y'all, you see, this is what's crazy. Y'all shit on America a lot, but this is one of the things that y'all are hypocrites on, because y'all, we got to go to this other country. They do it better. All right, they're not letting this liberal shit infect them. This liberal media shit. All right, these other countries, they're doing it well. These other countries are just as autocratic, somehow even worse than some of these Western countries, even America that y'all talk about, right? Because I'm gonna tell you this: you go to what do you go, Saudi Arabia, and you go call one of the natives over there something derogatory, see what happens to you. No, seriously, go ahead. I dare y'all to try it, right? Freedom. Go try that shit over there. No, seriously, I dare y'all. Y'all want to talk about, really the rights to say what you want to say? Go over there and say it, because y'all be glazing these other countries for having strict autocratic rules, but here you all being hypocrites in the West. Oh, well, we just want to say the N-word. That's it. I mean, why did they get exclusive rights to it? We should get the rights to it. Let me think about it. Y'all are crazy.
And then it's like, then we can never speak the truth because the truth hurts. So, I mean, I think the N-word is just it's not the main point or the main component of free speech and how he means to use it, but it's just that things should be said, even if it hurts. Just take it for what it is. That's the point.
Just take it for what it is. That's the point. Just take it for what it is.
At first, you can't say that, and then you can't say retard. Remember, before Elon bought Twitter, you couldn't say tranny. Well, and that was a huge debate because we don't believe in trannies. So, like, our whole worldview is banned from the platform. That's crazy, right?
I still get
the elections, everything.
I still get fucking rate view limited and all that shit for faggot or all kinds of. I don't know why. It's like some people on here are like faggot, fucking whatever. I say it one time. I say Zionist occupied government one time, and they fucking lock my shit.
And I want to be like, damn, bro, some people are talking some serious shit on here. But I think one important thing about Twitter they need to change is they need to unilaterally enforce their guidelines, and they need to tell you exactly why you get suspended, like by the fucking letter. I think that's an improvement that's reasonable that needs to happen on the platform.
Hey, I just got a quick question. I got like 3 things I would like to say. I got a question for Myron.
No, that's not how we do things around here. Sorry, brother. You just lost your place in line. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop you down for that. You can request again after the line is complete, all right? Mighty Thor, go ahead, and then we're going to go to Jaden, all right? And we'll go back to Brother Nathaniel. Thank you.
That nigga sound black. he sound black as hell. You running this shit too? You running this weird ass debate? That dude, no, hell no, bro. There are some racist black folks too in here. Oh wow. So it's not just like just Myron and them doing it. It's some people homegrown here doing this shit too. Oh, see, this is why shit don't change. Y'all permit this shit. You permit this. You're an American-born black, and this is what you're doing. You just say, "Hey, I'm gonna drop him for that." Come on, let's go ahead and keep the racism going, long and strong. The League of Uncle Ruckuses unite. Like, this is insane. Like, like black folks, like they low-key stealing your minds. Like, this is what they're doing without us even knowing they're doing it. They're doing it, bro. Like, I can't believe they're black folks on board with this shit. Wow. More D with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you. That's fun fact. Fresh is the smart one. I'm starting to believe it, bro. I mean, he's dumb, but like, I mean, you ain't gonna catch Fresh doing this. I've never ever seen a situation aside from the one with the black girls where they were clowning black women. I haven't seen Fresh go this crazy on racism. Like, Myron's the only one that is staying on this racist bullshit. Like, that's crazy. Actually, let me stop. Fresh be racist as fuck. But like, and towards black folks, I haven't seen Fresh do it. Right. But I'm not even gonna give Fresh a pass on that. He's racist. They do a bunch of racist skits and shit like that with the costume they got on. So we're not gonna forget that. But I have never seen my Fresh go hard in the racism, especially against black folks, as I've seen Myron do. Like, this is insane.
Okay, thanks, Junior. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Go ahead, brother.
They keep muting me every time I try to respond.
Okay, that was the W that hit me. Elon's got to fix.
All right. Go ahead, Tom.
Let's see what this clown got to say, bro.
Oh. Hey, yeah, sorry. I had a couple of questions earlier I wanted to ask, but as soon as I started asking, somebody muted me. So I wanted to ask, initially, like, my first question was, like, what was the thought process? Because I know that you've been getting a ton of heat for this sort of language and talking to people this way, and then...
Oh, by the way, the audio is not me. I don't know why it keeps going in and out like that. That shit was annoying me too when I was editing this. I mean, I obviously did not do a good job. I was on a time crunch. Like, some words got through. I'm sorry. But yeah, bro, I don't know why it's going in and out. It's not me. It's the audio.
Now, obviously, you're using like lots of slurs and stuff to talk about people today, and so I was wondering, is there a thought process of like, I just don't give a fuck what you think, or is there something more behind it? I guess my first question.
You sound like a faggot. Guys.
These guys, bro. I literally, how do I don't even know how to describe like what I'm thinking right now. And it's a weird thing to say, but it had to be said. Like, that's the first thing out of their mouths. You sound like an F slur. These guys, they're too far gone. They're way too far gone. And this is the people you want, people to come out and vote for. Like, you serious, bro? I'm not joining a team that think it's okay to drop the N-bomb with an ER. How do you expect me to feel cool with y'all? I would always look at y'all with a suspicious eye. Always. Bruh, like, what? Definitely not going on one of them late night fishing trips. Y'all look crazy, bruh.
So here's the thing. If you go ahead and you suppress people on a word, that quickly becomes a sentence. If you suppress multiple sentences, you start to suppress paragraphs. Once you start to suppress paragraphs, you start to suppress a person's ability to effectively speak and convey a message. And that is a slippery slope that I'm not willing to concede. So if I want to use the word faggot, nigger, Jew, whatever the fuck it may be, I think that's important because freedom of speech is freedom of speech, regardless of whether it's hate speech or whether I like it or not. People have said hateful things to me as well, and I will die to protect their ability to say it.
That's bullshit. I haven't said anything hateful to this nigga. We've only clowned him. And when we clown people on the show, on all of our shows, we never take it deep. It's like as something like somebody, in your grade school when you were back in high school would do, like one of your friends. That's how like as best we take it. Yeah, it stings a little bit, but you'll get over it. I'm not cutting deep and trying to destroy your life or anything like that, unless you're a real op. Ask Zesty TV what happened. As Saint the Sinner would have been. I'll destroy you. But that's if you're taking it far. I'll take it as far as you want to go. That's how it is with these beefs, right? But again, it's like it's chat. Like it's so hard to describe this because when you're seeing this, right? A lot of times when you just think about this, like they're saying when they're trying to say freedom of speech, I want y'all to really understand, right? It's just for them to just get this shit off, right? And what they're even talking about, it's not that you can't say these things, it's the private platforms that are canceling you. That's the problem. But I want y'all to understand this. Whenever they're saying freedom of speech, I have a free speech I have to lose, I would defend your right, they banned us. Whatever you hear Myron say it, right? I will defend your right and whatever. They tried to cancel us. They flagged. Matter of fact, up until this day, we've done over 25, 30, 40 videos like throughout our entire career on Fresh and Fit, right? And out of those, they tried to take down 20 of them behind the scenes. Not even the major ones y'all saw way back when. No, I'm talking about like recently. They launched like over 21 different strikes against their videos. They even went back to the past in 2 years ago, right? That's how bad these guys are. But then Myron comes up here and says, oh, I will defend your right for free speech. Yeah. Yeah. Like, bro, are you high? Like, what? No. No. These guys are complete hypocrites. They're lying. They're not trying to defend anything, bro, because we're mild with our criticisms. But they tried to take down our channel. Imagine if somebody is going that hard at Myron right now the way he's going at that one dude that called in, right? Imagine somebody decided to go at Myron, Myron's life, Myron's family. Oh, you don't think people already have that information, Myron? But people aren't fucking as vicious as you niggas, right? Imagine if somebody really wanted to get at you, Clip. I mean, you want to talk about the real estate. Finding your real estate is one thing, right? If somebody really wanted to get at you niggas, imagine how y'all would react. We did it mildly. Y'all try to take us out. But yet you want to sit here and pretend you're some warrior for free speech when you can't even handle a jest. People clowning you. You can't even handle that. You want to take them out. And it wasn't just us. How many other channels in this space did they try to take down? How many? A shit ton of channels. That's what they try to do. These guys is so fucking hypocritical. That's why it's hard trying to find the words to describe this. Because it's like, yo, this nigga just literally just sat there and said, I'm a free speech defender. I will defend your right for free speech. Knowing fully well you tried to take us out. Multiple times you tried to take us out, right? So these guys, it's just, you got to look at the hypocrisy here, what these guys are all about. They talk out of one side of the mouth and the bullshit's leaking out the other. It's insane.
Even though I don't like it, because I understand that infringing on anyone's free speech or ability to say what they want to say is a problem on a mass scale, and it leads to issues. So that's where I stand when it comes to using words or whatever it may be. At the end of the day, it's just a word.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. But I think to an extent, like I'm totally in favor of freedom of speech and people being able to say these things, especially without getting arrested or anything. But I also think that after a while, if I see people using a certain type of language over and over, I'm able to start making some assumptions about the way that they think about a group of people, that they might be discriminatory towards them, they might be racist, they might hate that group or be prejudiced against them. And so I would assume that after I hear people use demeaning language towards a specific group over and over.
Why is racism bad? Let's ask a real question. Why is racism bad?
This nigga did not. He did not just say that. Like, you did not just say that as a rebuttal to his question. Oh, well, I mean, why is racism bad? This can only come from someone who either is oblivious to it or never had a history dealing with prejudice shit like this, right? Why is racism bad? Oh, I don't know, because when it was allowed to run unchecked, black folks were getting hung up on trees. So yeah, when people start to develop real fear and hatred of an other group, that fear and hatred can easily spiral into violence and persecution. We've seen it happen towards many times in history, towards many ethnic groups. It starts out with propaganda, It starts out with all these other things, and then you get the masses cool with hating on this one thing. And before you know it, you got Nazi Germany all over again. Like, it's like we failed to learn from this bullshit over and over again. This dumbass comes at us and says, why is racism bad? Because it can lead to genocide of peoples. If we're allowed to believe things about groups of peoples that go unchecked and it's not true, we start the fear mongering starts to happen, and because people are afraid, they're prone to do insane things. A scared rat does fucked up shit. So racism is bad. It's bad all around. Like, I can't believe he's saying that, and he's got black fans. Yo, you're an op. You can't tell me this guy wasn't sent here as an alternate Homeland Security mission to destabilize the community, right? You can't tell me this nigga's not on a mission. I won't buy any other thing, because what I'm hearing right now is insane. Like, just insane, chat.
Because generally it's going to harm that group in some sort of like socioeconomic way, to where they're less likely to get jobs, or less likely to be able to get paid the same amount as everybody else, or treated the same.
So here's the thing. See, this is what the left typically does. You guys demonize words like sexism, racism, etc. And I look at like racism as a good thing, because let's all be honest here with ourselves. You're walking down the street 12 o'clock at midnight in New York City, and a bunch of fucking 3 black dudes are walking down with Nike hoodies on. Are you going to cross the street? Every single person in here is going to fucking cross the street.
I'm crossing if white dudes are out there too. That sounds stupid, bro.
Shut the fuck up, Abstract. I'm not talking to you.
I know.
Shut the fuck up. Wait for your turn, you stupid fuck. That's your nigger behavior right there. See? Speaking out of turn. You're literally proving the stereotypes right, you stupid fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know.
My watermelon.
So it was based on a stereotype, the N-word behavior, right? He's trying to say it's a behavior, not a skin thing. But I told y'all earlier, the behavior has to be based off of a pre-stated stereotype, right? And he just got done saying, see, that's the N-word behavior right there, right? You just fitting the stereotype right here. You notice a lot of the same rhetoric as how he feels about women, right? You notice that. So just listen to the way he's talking about black folks, and then pay attention to how he's been talking about women, at least how he stereotyped women and certain things that women are stereotyped for doing or not doing, right? It's almost the same. It's like the hatred for black folks and women is coming from the same place. Something's weird. Something's real weird about this. Like I'm not gonna hold y'all, chat. It be the ones that look like you that be the worst ones. I shit you not, right? Because I mean, even most staunch racists that are probably publicly known are not going as far as Myron's going right now. And you will find out soon enough that there's a reason why.
Eating, fried chicken having, stupid fuck. Yeah, you're proving the stereotype right now. You couldn't wait your turn to fucking speak, you stupid nigger. Thank you for proving my point. Shut the fuck up. We'll bring you up and let you speak when you get a fucking chance. Shut the fuck up, faggot. Holy shit.
I'm muted again.
This is what I'm trying to say. He couldn't even wait. He couldn't wait. So anyway, let me go back to the analogy here. So anyway, you're walking down the street and you see these 3 black individuals, etc. And you're like, what the fuck? You're going to cross the street. Why are you going to cross the street? Because you understand that though these people are probably they could be law-abiding citizens, they could be doctors for all we know, and great people. You're like, okay, pattern recognition. I know that a disproportionate amount of time, violent crime is committed by young black men that fit this stereotype, so I'm going to go ahead and cross the street. I think.
Yeah, but that's prejudice, which honestly, prejudice is a step above. Like, if you have racism up here, prejudice is like slightly below it, right? Because you got to climb that ladder, right? So again, is because we all have certain prejudice about certain things, right? But again, you can see how having certain prejudices about people can easily start to lean into, stereotypes, will lead into racism and all these different things. And incredibly, just, you see how this stuff gets replicated throughout history with throughout groups, and not even just racial groups, religious groups too as well. We've seen persecutions of religious groups all over the world throughout history. It starts with bullshit stereotypes and prejudgments like this. So he's saying, oh, well, you see a black guy walking, standing there, and you're walking down the road, and, statistically speaking, these guys, you know what they do. So, you're just out of safety, you're going to cross the street. Sure. Yeah. But it's like you calling that racism is that's like a step Like that's a step below, right? It's like you're being prejudgment, but yes, it can often lead to racism. But the fact that he's using that to justify actual racism is crazy because people have prejudgments all the time. So, like, I don't know, Chad. This guy is weird, and honestly, I don't know. Like Tom, I don't know if they have you mute or something. If I was in there, bro, I'll probably go crazy. I'll probably crash out, Chad. I probably won't because I don't know. I'll be too heated for this conversation. Not me. Not me. I stay away from people like this, bro.
Racism is good and healthy and keeps you from putting yourself in precarious situations for the instances of social justice. Now, sexism. Sexism is good. I'll tell you why. Because sexism promotes women being protected. It promotes men being protectors and providers.
Sexism promotes women being protected, right? Especially when their husbands come home from being crazy and then starts whooping on them. Yeah, I know, like what's the boy says? BBL. What's his name? I forgot his name. The Mr. Endure guy. You guys know his name? Oh fuck. He's the new BBL guy. Wait a minute. What am I talking about? I actually have a video of him. Yeah, MLD. I remember BBMLD, bro. Yes, that guy. Yeah, he's on the same wavelength too, right? So he, Mr. Endure. Yeah, you know, if you're in an abusive relationship, a divorce, we give women rights to divorce. No, we got to take that away. No, it's not sexist. It's not sexist at all. We're actually protecting these women. Yes, please. Hey, we're protecting the women and society. Trust me, women, we are sexist because we are trying to protect you. Yes, that's how we're justified us being dicks and sexist, right? No, we're sexist because we're actually trying to help you women. Yeah, we're doing this for you. Yo, we're gonna take away your rights to vote, women. Hey, listen, it's not because that we're trying to, strip you of your rights, ladies. No, it's because if you have the right to vote, well, we got to protect you from yourselves, because who's to say you're not gonna vote for the end of society? You're women after all, okay? So yes, sexism is good. It's very good, okay, because we are essentially protecting you women from yourself. You see how they try to rationalize this shit? This is devious. The propaganda is truly devious, because this is how they actually get some women believing this shit. Because believe it or not, there are women, there's probably one on a panel right now who's thinking, yeah, these guys, oh, they're so great. Absolutely. I support everything they're saying. Thinking that the men are trying to protect. They're not trying to protect you. They're trying to control you. That's what this whole thing has been about. Okay, so I just find it crazy that Myron is going full blown. Yeah, what's wrong with sexism? I mean, come on. What's wrong with racism? I mean, come on. I mean, I think if we allow these things to happen, we would have a great utopia. Listen to this. Look, honestly, chat.
It promotes men being gentlemen. It promotes chivalry, etc. So I love it how the left always likes to use racism and sexism in negative ways, but they never talk about how it can actually be done in a positive light. Racism is a reality. Every single human being is racist to a degree, whether you want to accept it or not, because we all know we're crossing that fucking street if we see these three niggas walking around at midnight in New York City. And we're all inherently sexist to a degree, because every single guy in here, if you have an inch of testosterone in your fucking body and you see a woman struggling to pick something up, you're going to walk over and try to help her. Technically, that's fucking sexist. But guess what? You did the right thing with being sexist. I think we're all okay with having two bathrooms as well.
That's not being sexist. That's just being a good human. If I see somebody, if somebody's carrying something too heavy and it's an old woman, clearly that's just common sense. Okay, you can either be a good Samaritan and say, hey, let me help open the door for this lady who clearly has her hand full. That's not being sexist. I would do that for anybody who clearly looks like they need help. Is that being sexist if a guy has their hand full or they drop something and then we want to go help them up? No, it's just being a good human. Sometimes y'all just got to grow out of this shit. But again, this is what he means. They're going to take all these basic examples and try to fit it in within their narrative to further normalize their ideology. Don't listen to that shit. Simply helping a woman in need or in some trivial thing like picking up something or opening the door isn't sexist. It's just either you're being nice or not being nice. It's up to you. You want to do it, you don't want to do it. Okay, that's not being sexist. Being sexist is actual serious misogynistic bullshit where you're saying, hey, don't go to work, and not because you want to work, because I don't want you to work type bullshit, right? Well, it's sexist when you're trying to control women based off of preconceived stereotypes about their behavior. That's sexist, bro. Okay, so you normalizing normal shit to try to make it palpable to younger idiots to buy into your ideology, that's fucking dangerous. Like, seriously, chat, that's dangerous as fuck. Because I'm telling you right now, the pendulum is swinging to the right. We got done with council culture. Council culture is done. Left wing or left, whatever, far left, whoever was dominating before, it's now swinging to the right. But you got to understand, these are the people on the right, like not on the alt right, not the main right, the alt right. But you could ask, like, listen, you can honestly see how some of them they could really capture shit and then change the course of certain things, right? So we just got to be careful, man. We really got to be careful what's happening out here.
I don't think we like having strange old men in a girl's bathroom. That's sexist as well because we want to have two bathrooms. So look, man, if the left wants to spin natural tendencies like sexism and racism as being bad, well, then call me bad.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. I mean, a lot of the things that you're bringing up, like the other guy said, if I saw white guys dressed the same way out in a dark alley around the same age, I would probably make the same assumptions. You're right that it's more likely that it's going to come from a black guy, but that's also based on like things that have happened that are racist, that are like pushing people into these areas. Just the same as like when you're bringing up stuff about women. Yes, women have like less strength and are less capable in a lot of areas, and so I don't think that anybody would. Yeah, well, correct. So I don't think anybody would call this like sexist or racist when it's not being done in any sort of unfair way, because generally these things are going to be defined as like discriminating against them based on some sort of unfair practices. And these, right,
yeah,
as
but
you're
you
explaining,
do
that's
understand
not.
by going in and picking up the box that you're discriminating against her to a degree. You're exercising some level of discrimination.
You are discriminating. It's just not unfair discrimination. And that's what I'm saying. Is that like,
You're not discriminating at all. See, Tom, you're falling into his dumbass frame. No, if a woman drops a box and you choose to help her out, it's not because you're being sexist. You're just being nice. And sometimes they'll refuse your help, which is also okay. Right? At least you were being nice. You weren't thinking in your head, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a sexist douche today. Let me help this bitch out. She just dropped the box. Hey, what's up? What's up with you? You can't carry shit to the class or what? Like, I mean, think about it. Right? What are you saying? No, that's not how that works. You're just being a good person, right? It has nothing to do with sexism. But again, for him to try to relate it to all these other basic things that most people have engaged in, this is their attempt at normalizing sexism, which is an insane idea to try to do. But only pill poppers are known for doing crazy shit like this.
well, yeah, I think that everybody would say that, like, saying men are stronger. I don't think anybody would say calling men stronger than women is unfair.
Like, this whole concept of fairness is another, like, that's another thing that's just not real. Fairness, I mean, you could try to your best to do it, but like the reality is that life isn't fair and things aren't fair.
Tom, I think you're living in a very idealistic world, man.
Maybe I'm living in an idealistic world. Maybe, I mean, I guess if you're willing to bite the bullet on all the shit that like Abba and Preach and all these people have been saying about you the whole time, you're willing to just say, yes, I am sexist, I am racist, I am all of these things, and just say, yeah, it's a good thing. Like, I guess never mind.
Here it is. Now you done open the hornet's nest. You done mentioned Abba and Preach. Oh boy, it's over. You know Myron's about to lose it now.
And I thought that you were like fighting against these things, and you thought it was unfair.
Tom, here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. You might be in here streaming on your YouTube channel or whatever, which I hope you're not, because I use a lot of terms that would probably get you in trouble. But the point is this: if you want to go ahead and believe losers like Abba and Preach that don't stand for anything and don't necessarily have a real opinion, they're fence sitters, and they don't stand on any stance, that's cool. Because if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for anything. And these.
What do you mean they don't stand for anything? I'm sure if they saw this video right now, they'd be like, you're a clown. Like, we definitely stand for something against what the fuck you're saying. Yeah, they definitely stand for something, bro. What is it? What do you mean? What's your idea of standing for something, huh, Myron? What is your idea of fucked up sense of standing for something? Meaning just being a blatant racist and misogynist or sexist? Is that what it is? Is that standing for something? What, your own fucked up opinions? What else does it have out in society? Most of society or real world leaders don't even think the way you're thinking. Let's be honest. No one thinks the way you're thinking. It's fucking fringe. But that's the also thing that's so scary about this fringe ideology, because fringe ideologies somehow always make it the mainstream. And I don't know how it happens, but we definitely got to be careful about this insanely fringe ideology, because today it might just be us in the pill popping space clowning it. Tomorrow, it may actually be taken seriously as a legitimate point of debating in a political stance. Right, so we got to be careful here when we're letting these guys dictate what we have on the table and what we don't have on the table. If you have the freedom of speech to say what you need to say, okay, we have the freedom to counteract the bullshit you're saying. And guess what? Y'all can't get mad when we're counteracting you. And the thing is, they get mad. They get mad when they get criticized. They get mad when we say, hey, oh, this is what you think. Oh, well, you're a weirdo. Oh, how dare you call me a weirdo? I'm just exercising my rights. Yeah, no. No one is saying you can't, but I have a right to criticize you for your stupid ass fucking points. See, that's the thing, chat. They want to be able to be bullies without facing the consequences of being a bully. That's why these guys, you're weak. You're a bunch of fucking bitches, bro, because you're not real men. You're just guys who are masquerading online. And that's the shit that pisses me off, because they'll sit there and turn around and say, oh, all you guys criticizing us are just people talking shit online. But that's what you guys are. Look at y'all. Look at the shit y'all saying, bro. I'm actually, chat, if you can't tell already, I'm frankly disgusted. Throughout this whole conversation, I'm disgusted.
You guys only care about making reaction videos to get fucking AdSense revenue. Me, on the other hand, I say what I got to say. Now, if you want to go ahead and say, well,
AdSense revenue? Weren't you the one crying about getting departnered from YouTube? Saving you intel is one thing. But we need the money. Y'all got to subscribe to a Castle Club. Right? That was the only time we saw Myron cry. Here you say, oh, well, yeah, you guys do it for the money. We just do it for the opinions, bro. I mean, we're just real like that. We're real, bro. We're just real, bro. Nah, nigga, you have no choice now because y'all got canceled. That's why y'all are fleecing your audience for $3,500 and OnlyFans hooker. That's what y'all are doing. Hey, come on, get on the boat so we can get your money. Fresh dumbass. We made a profit. Was that the goal? I thought y'all was supposed to have a good time. You don't want your audience to know you made a profit, because the way y'all marketed that, it just looks bad. It looks bad. Y'all have bologna sandwiches on White Castle buns. I mean, make it make sense.
You're a sexist, but racist, blah, blah. Cool. Call me a sexist, because I do think women are fucking physically inferior. I don't think women should be in positions of power. This is what I think, and I think a lot of men agree with me on this situation, and there's biological differences between us. I acknowledge fucking reality. But on the other hand, I also think men are protectors and providers. I don't think women should work. I think men should be the ones to provide, and I think a woman should be working only electively. But they never talk about the good things I say about women. They only talk about the bad things. Now, when it comes to race...
Can somebody name a good thing Myron said about women? Because he's saying that we don't focus on it. Okay. Because I know there's some Fresh and Fit fans in the chat. Can y'all let me know what are positive things Myron has said about women? I'll wait, because he's claiming that we criticize him for saying the negative things about women, but we don't applaud him when he says the positives. So I actually want to applaud him right now. Could somebody give me a positive thing Myron has said about women? I'll wait, because we don't seem to find any. It's you screaming at women all damn day, and then your negative comments you're trying to twist as positive, right? Which isn't. Oh, well, I think women, I don't think they should work. I think they should work electively. And it's not because we're being, controlling. No, we're just because we want to protect women. Women don't really want to be on their feet. How the fuck do you know? Women are human beings like us. They're not a different species, bro. They're human beings. They have dreams, goals, drives, ambition like us, because they're human beings. You see how the guys, they talk about women like they're a different thing. Like they're just a completely different thing. Like, yeah, no, women, no, you want to be in a house. Yes. I mean, come on, we're doing this for your own good. You don't want a job. Like, I mean, who wants to work? Yeah, of course, you're going to find lazy women that don't want to work or do nothing for themselves. Just like you find lazy dudes that don't want to work and do nothing for themselves. They're all over the place. But most women, just like men, have drive. They have ambition. They have goals, right? Most people don't want to sit in a sedentary life, because most people can agree, men and women, that sitting in a life where things aren't moving can quickly be depressing and almost just unbearable. So we drive and strive to reach for things. Women strive to reach for things in whatever field they want to aspire to. You sitting there thinking that you have the fucking say and then try to twist it like you're trying to protect them, that's insanely dubious.
Etc. Like I said before, most people with common sense will cross that fucking street when they see this black dude walking down the street. And I'm pretty sure you too, Tom, fool, would also cross the street, despite the fact, or if you don't, you're probably a fool, but you will cross the street as well. But here, if you want to go ahead and be the moral police and say, bro, using this terminology isn't cool, and these people said XYZ about you, I don't give a fuck what those faggots got to say about me, because at the end of the day, they're fat, they're losers, and they're Canadian. Who cares what they think? You know what I mean? Realistically, who cares what they fucking think? No one watches them, and they're losers.
This guy says in the chat, he says, stop promoting or talking on their content. Why? Why? Well, why would I stop doing that? Wait a minute. So I'm just gonna let people just say some crazy things online and not check them. It doesn't even matter if it's Fresh and Fit. Like, listen, it's not that we want to cover Fresh and Fit videos. Every time we cover them, they're doing something stupid. Like, literally, there's literally been gaps where there have been months where we don't even talk about Fresh and Fit at all. And the moment they do something crazy, boom. It's just like, it becomes its own saga. Why? Because they do things so stupid, so insensitive. They're, believe it or not, people who don't understand that they're different opposing views to what they're saying that can actually make sense, right? And some of them, they deliver those views in ways that only certain people can understand, right? And that's how it works. So you expecting me to see bullshit online and then just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it. What happens throughout history when we just ignore a problem? Has that ever worked out well for anybody? I'll wait. Because this is how people really think. They think if you just stop talking about it and just keep on the hush-hush, it goes away. Has a problem ever went away when you ignored it? I'll wait. Some of y'all want to be logical. Let's be logical. Sometimes you have to see a problem, call out a problem, and then other people who have attention to that problem can help develop a solution to it. Y'all are crazy. So no. And it's not just going to be Fresh and Fit. It's going to be all these other pill-popping weirdos, all these other cringe influencers promoting scams, promoting frauds, promoting all these other things. I'm not going to stop. You can't be silent on certain things, bro. It just is what it is. And plus, it's good content, and I'm entertaining. So, like, why not put it all together and just have a good show? Like, y'all look crazy, but no. Real talk. Like, come on, like, ignoring it. Y'all look crazy.
Canadian, so I guess, yeah, you're right. I don't care what they think because they are Canadian.
And Canada's a failed society.
All right. Appreciate it, Myron.
All right. What else do we got here?
We got Max.
So he pretty much leaves the stream. I don't know. Listen, Tom, you did the best you could. Honestly, I didn't think you had enough sway in that conversation anyways. And to be honest with you, it seemed like those guys had their minds made up. It is what it is. You did the best you can. Although the one thing I would say is I don't agree with you when you kind of agreed with them, right? Where you were like, oh, I see where you're coming from, Myron, on certain things with the stereotype. I get it. It is what it is, right? I get what point we're trying to make, but ultimately there could have been a better point you would have made where you would have said, bro, like you're literally generalizing. And he was doing that, right? Because you can point to specific things where it's not just one racial group that is responsible for that. But again, I don't believe they would have gave Tom Foolery the time of day to even expound on his points or anything like that. So it is what it is, right? I just think that if it isn't obvious that what Myron thinks of black folks and, black folks that follow him, it's obvious now. But what's even more concerning is it's not just Myron, it's other black folks who follow Myron and the Fresh and Fit nonsense, and they're being duped to think that, hey, you know what? Let the white folks just disarm you and then just put it under the guise of free speech, right? Yeah. So that way you idiots get to fight against your own best interest, because that's how they've always done it. And you know what? This is what I say all the time. History repeats itself. Some of y'all ask the question, why? This is how it happens. People who are ignorant that are too stupid to do their fucking homework, right? It is what the fuck it is. Shout out to M. Dot with the 5. M. Dot says, if Myron's a free speech absolutist, why issue false DMCA strike for criticism? Facts. And it's not just him. It's all these other pill-popping influencers. The moment you criticize them, they trying to strike you down. It's not about free speech. It's about having the right to be a bully, but never face the consequences for it. These guys were the ones who were bullied in high school. They were never the cool kids. But now they're advocating to be bullies because they got the money, the platform, or the voice, and they want to be the bullies now. But they don't want to face the criticisms because deep down they're still bitches. That's ultimately what they're advocating for. And it's sad because they think people can't see through this shit. I mean, it's weird. Mo, shout out to you for the 2, says, Duke, what happened to the Batman Kevin BBL? What did happen to that stream? Yeah. I think I was gonna do it, but it didn't fit the schedule. Like literally, like I have a lot of like tomorrow is another stream. Like I have a whole schedule lined up, and plus y'all gotta understand I do this part time. Like this ain't my full thing. Like I do this part time, so like which is crazy. Like I do this part time, chat, and don't like because my life I am busy as fuck. Right, I do this shit part time, and I'm outperforming some of these niggas out here. Think about this. It's like, damn, what y'all full-time niggas doing? Like, that's crazy. But it is what it is, right? But yeah, it didn't fit the bill. I couldn't fit it within the schedule. So we just moved past it. And the thing is, I don't like, and since it's become technically an old story, because it's over a month now, you know, I'm like, what's the point of rehashing old news, right? You know, some people can learn a thing or two about that. You know, if it's old news, it's old news. It is what it is. And to be honest with you, you know, Batman Kevin's BBL, it seems like he wants to, you know, use that as a form of getting more clout. And the fact that he's openly admitting that left and right, haha, I told you about my BBL so I can make $1 million a month. First of all, hey, nigga, if you really want us to audit that shit, we will audit that shit because I don't believe you're making $1 million a month. You're not that relevant, Batman. You're not. I mean, you're relevant, but to go on Fresh and Fit to need them to stay relevant, you're not a relevant guy to be making $1 million a month. So I know you're capping. Maybe you made $1 million for that time where that story went viral, where everybody thought you actually went crazy with the hype surgery. But now that you're just milking it, bro, you look pathetic. Like honestly, it's just weird. So I don't want to be part of that crowd that just you know it is what it is. But like the true story was it didn't fit the bill with the schedule. And now it's just he's using that as a gimmick. So why fall into it now that I know it's a gimmick, right? It is what it is. Shout out to the music actor with the 5 says there's only one race human. Facts. No, you're right. Right. That's why I think it's weird. These guys, they look at these things differently. If you want to talk about different races, go look at all the other hominid species that was walking around before all of a sudden Homo sapiens remained. You know that? Notice how that worked? Like every group Homo sapiens interacted with, they were also hominids, right? They got wiped out, and now we're the only ones that are left. Don't y'all find that strange, right? Aren't we a dangerous, destructive species of human, right? But we're human anyways, right? It is what it is. We're all one race, just from different regions that developed our or different environment that developed our growth. But other than that, we're all one race, which is crazy. Everything else is nationality, ethnicity, and culture. Facts, right? You're right, and all those things are fluid. They're very fluid, right? Shout out to it says unfortunately the world ain't ready to understand that yet. No, you're right. They're not ready to know that news. It's too deep. It's way too deep. Like how can they understand that? Sometimes for certain people, a lot of things, the world makes sense when it's skin deep or tribal deep, right? That's what it is. If it's not fit within a certain tribe or within a certain group, some people can't understand that, right? So I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why there's certain people in this world that are, just smarter than the rest. It is what it is, bro. Megatron with the 5 says, in the end, their unfiltered free speech wouldn't protect them from catching hands. Facts. But no, that's what they want, though. They want their cake, and they want to be able to eat it, too, while laughing in your face. Think about it. That's what they want. So if they want to be protected from catching hands, that's the whole reason they're whining and crying about it, right? Because think about it. Some white guy goes on X and he's dropping N-bomb this, N-bomb that, N-bomb this, right? And people are like, all right, bro, bet. And then they find out who you are, your job, because the internet's crazy. They'll find you. They'll find who you are, what you do, everything like that, and they'll expose you. A lot of people don't want that. So that's what's preventing a lot of undercovers to stay on the covers. But realistically, they want to be able to not be undercover anymore, be overt with their racism, but not get punched in the face and definitely not get canceled. That's what they want. So what's the best way to do it? Well, get a black person or at least blackface, put him out there and say all the things that you would want to say, but it's coming from a black mouth. Kind of like what Ben Shapiro did with Candace Owens, right? Until they dropped the ass. That's what it is. No. Go out there, go clown black folks, because Candace Owens was going crazy on black folks for a while. Yeah, go out there, say what we want to say. But you can't criticize her. She's a black woman, and she can play up that trope any day. Black folks go at her. How dare you criticize me? I'm a black woman, and it kind of nullifies it, right? The same thing they're doing with Myron. They're taking him and saying, hey, you're our pet project. Go out there. Go say the things that we want to say, but we can't say because we don't want to get canceled. But you're black. You're fine. You'll be all right. And he does it. It's sad, and people got to understand what's going on, right? I see what's going on. I'm not. That's why we can be entertaining about it, but we also got to be serious to a certain extent because throughout history, this shit happens, right? Shout out to Dev with the 5. Dev says, Myron is such a free speech absolutist, but cry about the consequences. Yo, this is the facts I'm talking about. They don't want the consequences. These guys are just as much of a snowflake as they blame the far left for being, right? They want to be able to be dicks, but they don't want to get, hands put on them, or they don't want to be canceled, or they don't want to be thrown in jail, or whatever the fuck consequences comes with saying the most fucked up shit out there in the world, right? Plus, the same people he gives that same grace wouldn't hesitate to get rid of him. Facts. Yo, I mean, think about that video where the same dudes were saying at the end of the day, Myron can say all the things that sound like what we want, but he's still in the N-word. He's still just an N-word, okay? And they can turn on you like that because that's what these people are. So at the end of the day, like, they still think Myron is an op. But at this point, he's an op doing their bidding, so he's an ally for now, right? He's kind of like a mercenary for free speech, right? He's going out there and doing the dirty work while the real power guys at play just sit back and let the pawn, take all the beating. Because right now, I don't know. My attention is not on the white guys who are in those streams, right, saying that stuff. No. My attention is on Myron right now because he's the guy they're putting a battery in his back to go out and do that shit. And it's sad, bro. A shot the Cars 215 with the 2 says racism preceded any so-called N-word behavior. Yeah, racism. I mean, it's a tribalistic offshoot, essentially, right? Oh, that person doesn't look like us. They might be an invader, or they might be a whatever group of people, right? And then we start infighting. This is how it's always been, right? It's throughout history. The more things change, throughout the life. The more things stay the same. It's crazy, right? Jesse Clary 22 with the 2 says Myron sounds like Steve from Django. Yeah, bro, yes, yo, facts. I'm telling you, these guys, it's crazy. Yo, Tony, shout out to you for the 5. Tony says, I was dying when Myron was dancing with all those guys on the yacht and Abba and Preach singing Booty Queef, Booty Queef. I noticed that was Abba and Preach. Like, you notice, as soon as the song was going, I'm like, wait a minute. This shit sound like Abba. Abba, did you sing this? Preach. Was that y'all? That was hilarious. Yeah, bro. Like, it's funny. Myron can't dance, but then clowns other people who actually have the talent for dancing. Make it make sense. Like, I don't get it, bro. But chat, what do y'all think, bro? Was I stretching with this, or do you finally believe me that this nigga Myron's a racist? I mean, because some of y'all Fresh and Fit fans, y'all be like, y'all are my biggest haters. I just realized that. And I don't blame y'all because I am Fresh's and Fit's biggest critic, right? I'm one of the biggest critic out there. So I get it. Y'all hate me. I see y'all out there. Oh, dude, look, I can't stand you, bro. I can't stand you. I mean, we got to destroy you, dude. Right? I get it, but am I wrong, Fresh and Fit fans? Huh? I mean, am I wrong? You don't. If you think that what Myron said is okay, and you think this is part of the fight for free speech, put it in the chat. No, I dare y'all. No, seriously. I just put it in the chat. No, if y'all don't think it's cool, no, seriously, put it in the chat. It's nothing. We just want to know who you are, right? Don't hide under all these accounts like Rolo Tomasi did. Just be honest, okay? But I personally, I don't think I'm wrong. I've been telling y'all, this nigga's a crazy, insane racist. He actually doesn't like black folks, and he hates women even more, okay? So, I mean, it makes sense why, a lot of things coming out about Myron, is coming out, especially this shit right here and more of it. Okay, it's like these guys, when you really think about it, are just one big happy family, right? It's just boys being boys. But chat, let me know where if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm right. Personally, I think this guy's a racist. Okay, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one because we got a jam-packed week, bro. Andrew Tate just got raided. He got raided again. Hold up, chat. Andrew Tate got raided again, bro. Okay, with my again. So y'all Taylor Tots talking about Duke, you're fixated on Andrew Tate right now. He's been let go. He's been allowed to travel. He got raided again, this time for child trafficking. And the thing is, some of y'all who are rocking with this dude, like, just be honest, like, y'all were rocking with this dude heavy, You sit here and clown pedophiles. You sit here and say, "Oh, the left, they're trying to Disney, they're trying to corrupt your kids." You sit here and say all these different things, but y'all will simultaneously go in and cape for a guy who actually trafficked kids, like teenagers, not just trafficked them. He had sex with them. Right? There were numerous streams where he was bragging about having sex with 16-year-olds. Well, it's legal in Romania. I mean, in Europe, it's legal 16. Yeah. In America, that's a teenager. You're still sus. That's a sus shit. I don't care if it's legal over there. They're still teenagers. Their brain hasn't fully developed to even know what the fuck they want, right? But Andrew Tate has been caught numerous times on tape saying he loves fucking these teenagers, and y'all. But you know what y'all did? Y'all caped for that dude. Y'all caped for him, right? Candace Owens, y'all did too. Okay. That's why when the Zerka came out and Zerka did what Zerka did, nobody was surprised. Zerka was literally out there kissing up on high schoolers live in front of his fans who were also high schoolers. None of y'all said shit, right? So now the hammer's coming down on you Diddy fucks, and now y'all want to cry? No. We told y'all so. Y'all just got to bite the bullet. But that's the show that's coming up, okay? It's going to be wild as fuck because it's going to be more I told y'all so's going around all over the place. But chat, before we leave, oh, shit. Oh, there's something I want to show y'all, Chad. Check this out.
But ass.